Welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Broncos offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a good.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Walker. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Lowry. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Overton. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build.
Turning it on! Running through contact. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And they kick-started this drive with that one. The Broncos just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the first down.
To the ground with the back. Got a little space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 minutes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's up to 90 yards rushing in this game, and what a steady, productive season he's had as he's closing in on 1,800 yards. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Touch pass on the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. You picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
At the 21-yard line, brings up 3rd down.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. And I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be
breaks into the open. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there. Football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
28, Georgia State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Walker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back has it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation. Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Finley. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some room.
The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Georgia State, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Finley. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Georgia State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
That's caught. It's Leary. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Broncos! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build a trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows, I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that fade route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Going with the ground game left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass. It's Lowry. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Simmons. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The snap sets up the throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Brown wants to pass. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. Being aggressive, they're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Braswell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Breaks into the open. Fighting off the defender.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might as well give it to him again. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments in individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Braswell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Quick spin on the line. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Breaks the tackle. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Blackburn. Right down the boulevard. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Buckley. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Looking left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the bush before you see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough up today.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.